What's the tea, Virgo? Welcome into my channel. Firestorm Shan here. I'm here to do an energy check-in for you for the middle of December. It is December the 1st, 2025. And it's very cold here today, so I am just going to stay home and snuggle up in this blankie and do readings all day long with you guys. How's that sound? I've been gone for about a week, so I wanted to, let you know that I did have my anniversary this past week. I was married for 27 years, and it was also Thanksgiving in the United States, and it was also my husband's 59th birthday. We went down to the Fort Worth Stockyards and did some ghost hunting in the Miss Molly Hotel. We did capture some paranormal activity on one night. But we found that if you do want to go there and do any kind of research, we recommend you don't go during the weekend. Apparently the Stockyards turns into a big party scene, and you will be disturbed until about 5 or 6 in the morning until people clear out. We probably only got a few hours of sleep. We came back pretty jet lagged and feeling pretty tired, but we saw a cabinet door moving, and we did catch our REM pod that was going off pretty loud, and that was about it. So, a Virgo. Okay, let's just see what's going on with you guys. That's what's going on with me. What's going on with you guys? You guys ready to wrap up this year? All right, let's get you some shuffles in for the Virgos. What's happening with them? All things are coming into an alignment. It is forecasted. I'm just channeling. Things are destined to come into an alignment at a specific time. You are close to the alignment. But it doesn't look pitch perfect to you. So therefore you feel like you're still doing something wrong. But I don't want that to go away. I need you to have that flaw. And it's really not a flaw in my eyes. It's only a flaw in your eyes. And this is the thorn in the flesh that is keeping you moving. I feel like I'm seeing somebody being poked. Come on, you can do it better than that. Come on, like a little poke, 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 poke. You can do better than that. I'm just hearing that this is what the thoughts that you're having, some of you, if this is resonating with you at all at this time. You're trying to make something picture perfect that's not meant to be picture perfect. It's meant to be flawed. Take it as it resonates. And remember, I'm just writing down what was just channeled. And remember, these are messages of encouragement. It's not going to look exactly like you imagined it, but you're going to do your very best to create it to look exactly the way that you see it in your mind. But it's not going to look exactly like that. And I'm hearing that word hustle again. I'm seeing somebody hustling, working hard, trying to perfect something. I'm hearing pudding. That perfect pudding is not supposed to be, I don't know. How do I say that? I'm seeing pudding in different textures of pudding, okay? A really thick pudding versus, a pudding that's a little creamier. It's all texture. It all has to do with personal preferences, okay? So, we're trying to get you plugged in and aligned with the things that are for you. And I feel like you might feel like you're misaligned because maybe some of you are. You'll know if you are. But this is for those of you who are doing everything right, but you just can't see yourself as being good enough yet for some reason. It's that internal natural instinct of Virgo, I'm sure, of the perfectionism that you have. But I'm feeling like tightness and uptight. I'm feeling an uptightness where it's kind of, it's starting to feel more like a resistance to flow. Okay? I mean, this is going to be your lesson for your life. We all have our own specific set of lessons we've signed up for. I'm sure you guys have heard this before. But you guys are some of the hardest working people on the planet. And I think you're just too hard on yourself sometimes, just to be honest with you. And so therefore it's never going to be picture perfect, because it'll never look that way in your eyes. And that's okay. I guess we're trying to find peace in all of this somehow, is why it's coming out. Because some of you guys are feeling flustered. Girls and gals, whatever. Let's get some messages from the Wild Animal Oracle. What messages do we have from the animal totems for Virgos in December? That's what I'm seeing in a way. It's like, look how hard these ants are working, the fire ant. They're working so hard, but they're actually irritating others around them while they're doing it. They're actually causing a wound that doesn't need to exist. They're causing problems that doesn't need to exist. It's like causing, you know, it must be a self-defense mechanism where you would feel, like I said, not good enough. Therefore, you turn around and you bite back to protect everything you've worked so hard for. I have a Virgo Mars placement, so I have like the Mars take action, God of War planet in that place. So I'm a very hard worker. I totally get it. I'm so hard on myself sometimes. It's ridiculous. I've had people tell me that too. I know. Let it sink in, Shannon. This is for you too. Picking at things so much that it causes irritation. Being too picky to where it's becoming irritating to others. Fire ant. Okay. Alright, let's get some tarot. Let's see what's going on. Oh, the 9 of Swords and the Emperor. Ooh, and you can't control it. You might have a controlling boss, or just a controlling personality. You could have Aries placements where you're the leader of the pack and it's got to look a specific way. You know what I mean? And then there's the Empress. So the Emperor and the Empress is already shown in your here. So this could involve a power couple, even. Or you could be just at war with your divine feminine, your divine masculine on the inside of you, because there's two sides in both of us. We both have male and female inside of us. You could be, you know, frustrating with your identity, your sexual identity, your masculine versus your feminine, when it's time to step up and take control, and when it's sit back and to be creative and fertile. I think you could do both. Having that Mars in there, Shannon, for sure, but, you know, let's just get some tarot and see what's happening for you guys. Let's look at this a little deeper. The fire ants. Fire sign, you could have fire in your chart. Be working with fire, it doesn't have to be. But, ooh-wee, booey, booey. We have another fire sign showing up here, Major Arcana. This is Leo energy. This is all about creativity, passion, children, sex, play. With Strength card showing up, they're saying it's time to start messing around, stop playing, it's time to resist temptation, it's time to pull back, it's time to say no. Let's have more strength, more strength in that, more, you know, more concern, more care about how we're picking on others or ourselves too hard. We need to resist the temptation to do that. Okay? Leo energy. Alright, what's going on with the Virgos, please? Alright, we have the Lovers in the reverse, and the 8 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, so some of you guys have decided to part ways, made a choice. in love with a partnership or a lover to walk away, or someone's considering it, walking away. I don't think they've done it yet, because the Lovers is in the reverse. Okay, geese are like for lifers. You know, this is my ride or die. Lovers, we make all of our decisions and our choices together here as a team. In the reverse, this is not making a decision based off of teamwork. And then we have it here with the Eight of Cups. It's in the reverse. In the upright, it looks like this. There's a lot of cups here, a lot of disappointments, a lot of spilled milk, a lot of crashed dreams, a lot of disappointments. And the Eight of Cups is when you start to walk away from illusions and walking towards what you truly desire, your fulfillments, your wish fulfillments. So we're at a crossroads, it does feel like. This is a little bit of a warning, you know, to maybe make a different choice. Because this irritating situation could potentially result in a breakup. Okay? So I want you guys to really consider that. Is it really that important to be right? Is it really that important for everything to be perfect? Okay? Ooh wee. Father of Swords with the Star card in the upright that time. You want these dreams and wishes to come true, don't you? Yes. We want them to come true too for you. But you're going to have to stop deceiving yourself into thinking that you're perfect, because you're not, and nobody else is either. Nobody else is perfect. So this is all about perfectionism. Oh boy. Alright, let's just see what else wants to come out for y'all. Talking about December. We're wrapping up the end of the year, so maybe that's why your reading is coming out sort of serious. You know, it's a time of reflection and thinking about where we've come so far and stuff like that. Excuse me while I get a sip of my tea. Doing echinacea today. Okay, let's do a reading for the singles. Hold on. I want a timestamp. Okay, so we're going to talk to you singles about how you could be causing irritations to what you're working on finding that soulmate. What is it about you that irritates others that's preventing you from achieving your goals? Singles, please. Something about financial stability is important to you. Singles. There could be arguments and disagreements over money, fallouts. Could be some rumors going around, gossip as well. But you're trying to rise above the fray and stay out of it. You're rising above it. That's good. Show me Virgo energy, December. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. It was in the reverse. So you're looking at past mistakes, singles, of investing in the wrong people, places, and things and not getting exactly what you wanted. Okay? So there's some sort of misalignment there. Singles, what messages do we have for singles, please? Okay, we have the Six of Cups. Mercury retrograde is over. You guys are in a season of falling out. And in the winter time is the best way to just admit it. Alright, it's in the reverse. Six of Cups in the reverse is not the greatest memories. Okay, there's the tree here. It doesn't have any fruit on it. It's interesting that it still has life, though. It's still color. It still has energy. It still has an ability to regrow, but it's going to have to go back down in here and do some deep shadow work, looking at your root system, what's causing you to have these memories from the past of not gaining the success or the fruit that you want. Okay, the evidence, the proof, when the leaves are on the tree and you do have the shade from the sun, and you know, this is a time of barrenness here. You know, it feels it feels a little lonely. It feels a little bluesy. I will say this, because of the colors, it reminds me of Christmas tree. Charlie Brown's Christmas tree is what it reminds me of. Singles. I'm going to write that down. You might not have a lot of money, you know, because they didn't have a lot of money. A bunch of kids. Where were their parents in the Peanuts? I don't even know where their parents were. Could be missing your parents. But yeah. So, okay, you're caught in a little bit of a nostalgia. Charlie Brown's Christmas. You're gonna need a little help from your friends. Make sure you stay connected. Okay? What else is going on? Virgos. Well, that's a lot, you guys. That was like a big old mess. You're like, you don't even know how much has been going on in my life. Oh my God. Alright, we have the Hanged Man. Yes, a time of introspection, feeling stuck. Like, dang, man, I got myself all wrapped up in here in this blanket. It's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. I think the holidays got some of you guys in your feels. Hanged Man's Pisces energy. You're like, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I can't get out. I'm stuck on the past. His eyes are red. It's like, I'm kind of angry about it. You know, feeling maybe a little resentful. A little burned here. Singles. And Son of Swords in the reverse. That's a masculine, younger air sign potentially. Or someone who's just in their head, Virgo, but they're pretty pissed off. Their communication soured. Their tongue is sharp. They are misaligned because of being stuck in the past. For whoever I'm reading with, for. And this goes right along with that fire ant. Speaking harsh words. It's like I hear somebody saying, you can never get anything right. When really down deep inside, I feel Virgo feels themselves that they can't do something right. But they might have gotten to a level of maturity as, say, like a parent versus a child. And that child starts acting the same way as their parent. But the parent can't see it, that there's a mirroring thing going on here. The child doesn't feel protected enough to share their truth, so they grow up with these wounds. Feeling stuck and angry. Well, let's get to moving out of this energy, singles. What's the advice for the singles, please? Advice for the singles. Mother of Cups. They want you to get in touch with your emotions. They are genuinely true. You can't hide them. Nine of Swords. Feel the pain. Acknowledge it. Can be some mother-child wounds going on here as well. You need to acknowledge it. Yes, there's going to be some inner conflict, some turmoil, but it's got to happen, you guys, because your intuition's been telling you this. For some of you that you've been feeling sad or been feeling lacky or feeling like, what's this life for? You can't really find the desire to truly commit to something or find the people who want to commit to you. Can't find the key because it always ends up in some sort of Ten of Swords energy here. Some sort of betrayal. So your advice here is to acknowledge it. You got to look at it. You got to release. You got to release. However that comes out, you might just have to tell somebody how you really feel. Maybe that'll help instead of keeping it all pent up inside. What should they do? Okay, yeah, okay, yes. So what's not for you is not for you. It's time for you to recognize that. Four of Cups in the reverse. Four in the Cups is like somebody has been, this mouse has been pissing in all of your cups. You know, spreading rumors and gossip. We talked about that earlier, like disease around your social circle. These cups are people, friends groups, family members. There's a rat here. Okay? So acknowledge that and say, it's not for you, it's not for you. And they're saying, this is what you need to do, baby. Look at that. Focus on your 10 of Pentacles. Focus on your money. Focus on making money right now. Okay, singles? Focus on becoming a better mother if you're a divine feminine here. A nurturing one, a caring one. Be the change that you wish to see, is what they're saying. But first you're going to have to acknowledge those emotions with the mother goose. The mother goose, oh my gosh. You've seen how brutal a goose can be if you come near them in their babies or their domain or their territory, man. They bite you with that bill and it pinches hard. It hurts. So this is going to hurt. And this fire ant situation is going to hurt. You know, it feels like somebody's teaming up on somebody here too, by the way. You might feel outnumbered or was in the past, but they're telling you to focus on becoming Virgo, which Mother Pentacles is you, becoming that mother that you wished that you would have had if you, or manifesting a new life. But it needs to be more grounded, less mental torment is showing up here. So some of you guys are going to just keep focusing on working and building your stability, and that's probably the best thing for you. This is just for December. It's just a quick energy check-in for the singles. Okay. We're going to move on to the couples. Be right back. 22. Okay, this is going to be our messages for Virgos. Virgos, I'm going to pull another animal totem. I've done a general intro and a singles reading and working off of the fire ant energy that came out, but I'm feeling like I'm already over it. I want to change it up, the energy. So this is for couples, married couples, committed couples. Can we get an animal totem spirit for December? We got 2 of you guys. Ooh, I'm so glad we reshuffled. Phoenix rising, couples, and you got the zebra. 2026 is the year of the horse. Now, a zebra is not a horse. It's similar. It's important to know that you cannot ride a zebra their back. Couples. You cannot ride on the zebra's back because their backs aren't strong enough to carry you. They're more there for ornamental things. I don't know what their purpose is on this planet, but they weren't made for hard labor. So this has got something to do with couples who are putting a lot of burdens on other people's backs. Maybe one of you guys are there just as an ornamental piece while the other one does all the hard work. I don't know. It's black, it's white, it's, you know. But the Phoenix rising spirit is here. So fire and spirit. Okay, so Virgo, I feel like I'm talking to couples who have, you know, gone through some desert-like conditions, have had to work very hard, do feel, you know, a little vulnerable, and maybe you are having back problems. Maybe you are working too many hours. Maybe it is time for you now just to let something simmer out for the rest of December if you can. Let something die off. It's black, it's white, so it's good and it's bad. It could have something to do with creativity, with the third eye, and some sort of creativity here I'm seeing because of all the colors in the third eye. So there's something new that wants to be birthed with the Phoenix here. Something dies when the Phoenix is here, but it always rises again because the Phoenix cannot be killed. You cannot kill the spirit. You may break my flesh and my back, but you will not break my spirit. I will always rise again. And so for you married couples, keep up the good work and continue to fight for this relationship, you know, be flexible. Can I get one more? This Phoenix. We have the Bat in the reverse. No secrets. I'm hearing no more secrets. That's 2 air signs. You're going to need to be able to navigate in the dark. In the reverse. Why is the Bat in the reverse? As above, so below. They want to show you something mysterious down below. Because what dies will rise again. Interesting. Ooh, I'm having really sharp pain in my back right now. We were talking about back pain a minute ago. I'm having really sharp pain in my back. Something about lightening the load for each other with all these wings. Don't putting too much of a burden on one person. Make sure everybody's getting an opportunity to take some downtime in December, you couples, okay? I would almost like require it if it's possible, like if you can financially afford to take a little mini vacay or something, I really recommend it. What's going on with the Virgos, the married couples, the couples? Phoenix, we have the Daughter of Wands in the reverse, okay dokie. Got a jumper in and out of your energy here. Fire sign, female. She's in the reverse right now, so she's kind of off doing her own little thing, it looks like. Trying not to be a burden on you. So if you're like dealing with a daughter or a younger person, Leo, fire sign. Or it could be in Aries, or it could be in Sagittarius even. Somebody's going through a little bit of what looks like a lack of motivation. But don't worry, because with the Star card coming out here, they're going to get their mojo back pretty quick. So the Phoenix rises. So some sort of disappointment in some sort of passion project or person. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a minor setback, minor issue. This is going to change fast overnight. The Phoenix will rise again. The Star. You have Scorpio, Aquarius here, and a fire sign. There's a lot of hope here. There's a lot of healing here. There is a wish fulfillment here. You're going to get what you want, but maybe not right now. It's like, I didn't get what I want for Christmas. Oh. I hope it's nothing that vague, but it could be. I'm such not a materialistic person. We don't even celebrate, really. We might go out to dinner, and we don't materialistically celebrate in that world really much. Some of you do, and that's fine if you do. I'm not judging you. If you don't get what you want, just know you'll get it later. Okay. What's the zebra here? For Virgo couples. The starfish in the reverse. Ooh, the shark. That's a proof. Okay, someone's showing their belly too much. You might be literally showing too much belly. Star card. Starfish. 2 stars. This card means showing who you truly are. To the world. Showing the world who you truly are. But in the reverse, it's like they're seeing your belly. And there's a predator. I said this morning to Pisces. I was doing a sort of divination thing where you take a book and you just flip it open, and then whatever falls open, that's the message you focus on and you share it. And so I have this soulmate book, and I was working with it today, and it was directed towards, well, I flipped it open to women who were searching for a soulmate, and one of the first things they were saying is dress with some class. If you want to attract trash, you're not attracting the kind of people you want around you. Maybe you're showing your belly too much. So they were saying showing too much cleavage could be a little bit of a mixed signal if you're trying to look for your ride or die, your forever. You know, they might be okay with you dressing, you know, showing a little too much skin, but you know, because there's so many different people here, please don't get caught up on all this. I'm just picking up on like couples who have one person that shines brighter than the other person, and the other person starts to feel a little neglected or something like that. I don't know why I'm picking up. And there's a predator here, which is the only reason why I'm really concerned is because you could be attracting predators around you. Yeah. Okay, yes. Ooh. We've got the horse, the golden egg, and the scorpion in the reverse. So this year, 2025, is the year of the snake. It's the year of change and transformation. And we just left Scorpio season, which does sting. You know, caused for some change. Some changes and transformation need to come. And something that did sting was meant to, it's in the reverse though. So it wasn't as bad as you, it wasn't that bad of a sting. But it was an awareness, I believe, that some of you had. 2026 is going to look very different for you. The year of the horse is 2026. Things are going to be taking off very quickly. And then we have the golden egg. There's a golden egg coming in for you in 2026. Spirit. Pisces is your opposite sign, and I did a reading for them. And they're married couples, or if you are in the age of being able to birth children, they were being asked to birth babies in December. So this could be a financial egg for those of you who are outside of the birthing stage, financially birthing a new golden age, a golden egg, your nest egg to be secure. So I guess they were saying here that all that hard work that you've been doing, those times whenever your anger did get the best of you, where your ego did get the best of you, maybe at times you became the predator and was snapping at others. It's because you felt like there was too much weight on your shoulders or somebody else's shoulders. Someone wasn't seeing clearly about their choices and how it affects each other. But there's so much hope here and good things as we're working through that. This is for those of you, I guess, who are dealing with predators, jealous people, or I'm sorry, but there are just too many relationships out there where infidelity steps in and oopsies happen, and we don't want that for you. No oopsies. If you are in a committed relationship and you're looking to make it healthy and successful, if there's an oopsie here, it looks like it can be fixed. Okay, if somebody did mess up, it looks like it can be fixed, but there are going to be some changes that are going to need to take place after this truth comes out. If this is even your story, I don't know. Let's go to the next storyline, which we'll do career and finances. Let's do that. Okay. A little bit of career and finances for the Virgos who are interested in this portion of the reading. If you're new to my channel, welcome in. And I'm going to timestamp and post it in the description box so you can click on the areas that you're most interested in, or feel free to listen to the whole video if you love. We'd love to have you. Career and finances for the Virgos. What do they need to know in December, please? Okay. Ooh, elk spirit. You're going to have to really use your intuition. We have a full moon coming on December the 4th. It's in Gemini. Heightened intuition. Okay, see the horns shooting up to the, that looks like an eclipse to me, you know. And then we have it here with the beaver and the lion. You're going to have to be very brave And it's time to take action. Beavers is here to talk to you how you can build with your hands, your teeth, with their hands. They're builders. They build the home. They build homes. They actually build dams. They build blockages. It is time to take action, to use your intuition, Virgo. It's time to start building upon the home, setting healthier boundaries. What's your intuition telling you about this, what you're building? Some of you guys might work with your hands and wood. Oh, we got a raccoon shot out down here. That's a thief, you guys. Yeah. So you really need to protect your career right now. Someone around you might be trying to steal your work, trying to take action at this time. Right now, you need to protect your finances. Right now, you need to protect your career, whatever. You have a raccoon. It could be a water sign, but they steal. They actually stole one of my chickens one time and ate it alive, ate its chest out alive. You think raccoons are cute? I had a dream last night of a critter I was holding. I don't think it was a raccoon, but it was kind of small like that. I don't know what kind of critter it was. And it kept wanting to get up on my face. And I was like, no, because I was afraid it was going to bite me. But it was so cute. I wanted to cuddle it, right? And this guy standing next to me, I don't know who he is in the dream, and he says, oh, give me that critter. I'll hold him. He's not going to do anything to you. And so he grabs the critter and he's snuggling on it. He's going, aren't you just the cutest thing ever? And next thing you know, this critter goes right at his face and goes, ha, and bites him on the face. So that's what I'm talking about. Everything you've built. Everything you've built. It's time to take action now to protect it against liars and thieves. Your intuition will be telling you this. It will be heightened. Okay? But you're going to need to pay attention to the signs. And if you're feeling threatened in any way, shape, or form, set a trap. You might want to set a raccoon trap. I bet you some of you guys are going to catch a raccoon and you're going to go, oh, what's the symbolism in that? I remember Shannon's reading. The beaver, oh, I need to protect my home. You might need to protect your home from water damage too, by the way. What is it time to act on? Just fox. Shrewdness. Again, foxes are sneaky. It's time to act. You got sneaky people around here, foxy ladies possibly even, trying to come in there and steal the chickens out of the chicken coop. Everything you worked hard for. Pay attention. Shrewdness in business is called for. Okay? Alright, moving on. We're going to do just a cross reader. We'll do cross watchers? Cross watchers? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and finish out this session with the messages for the cross watchers. Those who are cross watching for Virgos, what do they need to know? We're working with the animal totem deck, and we're also working with tarot, but we'll see what messages want to come out with the animals first. Hawk. Wolf. Camel. Oh. Hawk, wolf, camel. What do you need to know? Virgo is the leader of the pack. Where are you? Yeah, there we go. Virgo. The leader of the pack. It's an earth sign. Okay? They are the wolf. You should know that. Second of all, you should know that they have very strong endurance. Like a camel, they can go through the desert without water for a long time, even though we'd probably prefer not to, but it's their superpower. When I think of deserts, I think of loneliness, being alone, or resilience. They're very, very resilient. I don't feel like they need you. I don't feel like they're codependent on you. I think they're self-sufficient. And then we have the hawk. I think they're watching you. I think they're seeing everything that you're doing. They're rising high above in the sky with the hawk's eye. And the hawk is really good about keeping out field mice, snakes, things like that that don't belong inside of your natural home territory, you know what I mean? So I feel like they've got their eyes wide open and they will protect and defend what's theirs. They do have a tribe, because wolves are not lone wolves, they have a pack. And Virgo's people are loyal, but they've also people that have been tried and tested and found out if they were able to endure hardships and if they're able to rise above the fray. So Virgo's being picky about who they allow in at their circle right now. Okay? Okay. All right, guys, well, that's what I have for you. We just pretty much worked with the animal totems today. Not much tarot, but I hope this has been helpful or fun, whatever you wanted it to be. And until next time, take care.